Exactly, right? Dang, ding dang. Oh yeah.
America, and God bless Wyoming.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is nearly 7 o'clock in Casper, Wyoming. We are at Natrona County High School, Cheney Alumni Field, for a wonderful matchup this evening between the top two ranked teams in 4A football. Thunder Basin ranked number 1 after defeating every opponent so far this year. They're 5-0. They come to town against Natrona. Natrona dropped their first game last week by 1 point down in Cheyenne East and are looking for revenge this evening, so we're looking forward to an excellent game here tonight. Good evening, I'm Brent Jurgensen. Again, we welcome you to a breezy and cool evening here in Casper. The wind is coming out of the northeast tonight. Not sure on quite how quick it is, the wind speed, but it's coming along pretty well, which will certainly have an impact on the game this evening. We are looking at the two top teams in 4A football in Wyoming, not only in the polls, but in the team offensive and defensive categories. These are the two best offenses overall in the state and the two best defenses in the state. So we're going to have quite a show for you here tonight. We were provided with a 2 deep roster with Thunder Basin, so we'll have to get to that as we go throughout the game. Natrona looks like they're going to be starting on offense this evening. Starting at quarterback for Natrona. He's a senior, number 17, Cade Stoner. 6'2", 181-pounder. He's had an excellent year so far. Dual threat quarterback, can throw it and run. I am Dante Wallace, breakout season for the junior. 5'10", 179-pound running back. Boy, he's tough to bring down. One of the top 5 runners in the state. At wide receiver, we have Will Clare, number 34, 155-pound, 6'1" junior. At the flanker spot, the leading receiver for Natrona, Jordan Bertinoli. He is a top 3 receiver in the state. 6'4", 223 pounds, and he moves like he's about 50 pounds lighter, and he's tough to tackle like he's about 50 pounds heavier. Having another breakout season at the split end is Cooper Quigg, number 8. He's a junior, 139-pounder, 6'1". Made some amazing catches a couple weeks ago. Had a nice game down in Cheyenne last week. Looking for more from him this evening. Up front for the Mustangs. At tackle, we have Josh Core, number 74. He's a senior, 6'4", 215. The other tackle, Cooper Claney, number 58, 6'2", 220. Those are your bookend tackles. At the guard positions, 2 seniors again. Trayvon Smith, number 50, 6'1", 277. At the other side, Yahav Schreiber, number 65, 5'11", and 240. Center, volunteer for the position this year, is doing a great job. Senior Brendan Gustafson, 6'1", 215, a little undersized, but boy, is he strong. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Mustangs is your tight end, Jonathan True. JT, he's a junior, 6'4", 194 pounds. Legitimate threat to catch, and he's excellent blocking as well. We'll get the defensive starters for Thunder Basin as we go, but we want to welcome you tonight. We're excited to be able to bring this broadcast to you. Like I mentioned, it's a little cooler out there. Guys are going to be jumping around. We'll see what happens with the wind. With Thunder Basin, they can throw the rock. That is their number one thing. These two teams have some common opponents, and they've played them very, very differently. We'll talk about that later in the broadcast. I'd like to thank NCTV and the students in that class. They're doing a great job of getting us some highlights here. They're running the scoreboard you see on your screen. Doing some great work, Mr. Madzi and his kids, to bring you the action tonight. And Thunder Basin kicks the ball off. It's a short kick, going to hit at the 23-yard line. The return is taken all the way up to the 32, about 10-yard return. It's like old Chase Brackenball with the catch there. Nope, excuse me, it's not Chase Brackenball. Jared Flanagan. Flanny, the 6'2", 176-pound senior, Gives the Mustangs the ball at their own 32. Thunder Basin, they'll come in with the second best run defense in the state. That'll be a key matchup as they face the best rushing team in the state, and your Natrona County Mustangs. And here we go. First down, Wallace cuts it outside. He's got some room. Out to the 40, the 50, and out of bounds at the Thunder Basin 45. Over a 20-yard gain on first down. The play was not designed that way. As you saw, bounced it outside, all the way outside the wide receiver on the edge. But a solid first down gain. Thunder Basin in a 4-3 defense. Shifting into a cover 3. There they go up the middle again. Here's Wallace again. Solid tackle that time by Tanner Richards, the junior corner, one of the leading defenders for Thunder Basin this year. But again, a solid gain on first down. For those of you who don't know, Thunder Basin is the second high school in Gillette now. They have Campbell County High School, and Thunder Basin just began last year, so a 5-0 start this year is significant to their program. High snap to Stoner, and fumbled. Not a clean mesh there between the quarterback and Wallace. Third down, Natrona covers their own fumble. That was a problem Natrona had last week against Cheyenne East. They played a great game, had the lead for most of the game, had a couple untimely turnovers. Not that there's ever a good time to have turnovers, but the turnovers and the penalties last week certainly didn't help in their efforts. Certainly something that the coaching staff wants to clean up this week. So about a 4 or 5 yard loss on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. And Natrona's going to go ahead and take a timeout. Good field position. We don't want to waste that on the first drive, so they're going to talk about it, get things settled down. So with 10-17 left in the first quarter, first drive of the game. And Natrona has it 3rd and 7 on the Thunder Basin 42-yard line. Well, we appreciate your patience. A couple weeks ago, we tried to bring this broadcast to you and had some real internet issues. We've had them all around the school a little bit, trying to get used to the new school year and all that, and just weren't able to get it to you. It wasn't due to a lack of effort, I can guarantee you that. We are certainly excited to bring you the action here this evening. All right, back at it. Stoner in the shotgun. 2 receivers each side. 3rd and 7. Pressure. Wide open to JT True, just a little bit short. Boy, there was no one there. The Mustangs caught Thunder Basin in a blitz. That was right there. Now, again, like I mentioned, I'm going to check the weather here for us, but there is a serious breeze coming out of the east. We'll see what we have there, but that probably should have been caught. Tough play. It was a little behind him. Ryan Sorensen to punt, and it is high and to the right. It's going to hit about the 27 and bounce out at the 29 of Thunder Basin. So about a net punt of 15 yards or so. Wind's picking up. As we all know, living in Casper here, it says on my weather app that the wind is blowing out of the north at 5 miles an hour. Our flags would disagree. 10:03, first quarter, first drive for Thunder Basin. You're looking at Mason Hamilton, the top-rated passer in 4A. And he drops back to pass. First play, guns it downfield, wide open to number 2, Blaine Allen. 18-yard gain on the play. Allen is huge. 6'3", 180 pounds. He's only a junior. And Thunder Basin's going to come out in the no huddle. Again, short drop, pump back, play action pass to 15, just overthrew the receiver. Peyton Porter, the senior, was wide open. Excellent stop and go on the outside. Hamilton's looking at him and saying, hey, that's my fault. We had that one there. Goodness, was he open. Brings up second down. Back to pass again. Hamilton is tipped in the air. Oh, and it drops incomplete. Nice tip of the line. I'm not sure who got their hands up on that. Well, Jordan Bertinoli on the tip. He's playing defensive end. Hamilton and the Thunder Basin Bolts quickly back up to the line, rolling out to his right. Sets up, throws. Looks like they're going to call it a completion right at the sticks. Haven't seen a signal from the official. Yep, first down, Bolts. With that pass, they move into Natrona territory. They haven't run the ball once yet. Don't be surprised at that. Thunder Basin throws it almost 30 times a game. You can guarantee they'll throw it more than that tonight. First attempted rush of the evening. Hamilton keeps it himself, and he's going to get hit hard at the 40-yard line. A gain of 3. But a good tackle by Chase Brackenbaugh. Brings up 2nd and 7. Hamilton, quick pass over the middle of the 21. That's Caleb Driscoll, and he gets all the way up to the Mustang 25-yard line. If you saw Thunder Basin play last year, you saw Hamilton get quite a few starts as a sophomore. They were pretty excited about his arm, and you can see why. He can wing it. Motion in the backfield. The first handoff of the game, and it's a wide open up the middle to number 30, Tyson Edwards. He's going to gain 11 on the play, bring it down inside the Mustangs 15. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Quickly back up to the line. 3 receivers to the right. Motion again. Zone up the middle. Much better job by the defense there. That Edwards isn't going to go anywhere on that play. He gains about 2. Edwards, the leading rusher for Thunder Basin. Averages about 90 yards a game. Approaching the 8-minute mark in the first quarter. Still 0-0. No score. Thunder Basin back to pass. Hamilton over the top. He's got a man in the corner. It's caught, but it is out of bounds. Going back to Allen, the leading receiver for Thunder Basin. It was a great ball, but it was just a bit out of bounds. So that brings up a big 3rd down. You'd have to think that Thunder Basin is in 2-down territory here. They have moved the ball very well on this first drive. Hamilton, 3 receivers to his left. It looks like a false start by Tanner Richards, the A-back. We'll have to wait for a signal from the official. And false start it is. So I'll move the ball back to the 17-yard line of Natrona. Cooper Quigg and Jacob Dietz out there at DBs. They're going to have a long night out there trying to defend this passing attack. Hamilton takes a shotgun snap, but they bring pressure off the edge. He escapes one, and he goes down himself. Big loss. On 3rd and 12, tried to fake and got the one defender up in the air, but couldn't quite get out from underneath the second one. That is a huge loss. Easy field goal territory. So that takes the Bolts all the way back to the Natrona 26. And they will bring on their kicker. Garner Garthier. A 43-yard attempt with the win. Snap is high. Kick is up, and it is wide left. So the Mustang defense holds. That's that first look at the Bolts offense, and it moves quickly. Trent Pakula and his staff really enjoy playing that up-tempo offense. So it'll be really interesting to see what Natrona tries to do tonight. Obviously, they're a good running team, the best running team. They'll probably try and control the ball a little bit. It'll be a battle of two very different offenses. So second possession, Natrona, just over 7 minutes to play, first quarter. First drive ended in a punt. Stoner in the shotgun. Looks like we have a penalty. False start on Natrona. All right, first and 15 now. Ball at the 15-yard line. Shifting up front again from Thunder Basin. Looks like Wallace has got a nice hole again, but it's going to be snuffed out. Tanner Richards leading the way on the tackle. Cleaned up by Caleb Driscoll. Now, Driscoll is one of the top defenders for this Thunder Basin team. I believe he's in the top 10 statistically as a defensive player with defensive points. Natrona quickly back up to the line. Second and 14. 1 yard gain on the play for Wallace. Stoner back to pass. He's got time. He can run too, and he's going to be sacked. Back at the 12-yard line. Looked like he had quite a bit of time, but nobody really to throw it to. He was about ready to take off, which is a good thing because he can run. Second leading rusher for Natrona this year. But he is sacked there at his own 14-yard line. It's going to bring up third and 18. Three receivers bunched to the right. Wallace behind Stoner. Snaps a little high. Stoner's got some time. He's going to go over the top, and it is almost intercepted by Warren Carr. The 5'10", 160-pound junior probably had the interception if Tanner Richards peels off. Regardless, that brings up fourth down for Natrona. Played a cover two over the top. That's where you have to throw that ball. There's a little pocket. It's got to be a little bit lower. That's a tough ball with this wind swirling. The punt from their own 14. Sorensen gets the kickoff. Much better kick this time. Hits at the 40 of the Mustangs and rolls forward. The NC bounce is going to get it up near the 44-yard line. Going to have to catch our breath. Goodness. Well, again, welcome. We appreciate your being here this evening and the patience with our difficulties a couple weeks ago. We are flying tonight. Things are going very well. All right, second possession, Thunder Basin. A lot of pressure on the defense, especially on the outside. Hamilton in the shotgun. Snap, gives it up the middle. And Natrona, that number one ranked run defense, they're going to stick with that as long as they can. Tackle made there by Wyatt Yetter, number 28. Wyatt getting a little look on the inside. Hunter Brandt moved to the outside backer for this game. The gain was 2. Jet George at the safety. Hamilton, quick pitch to the outside. He's going to try to get out there, and there is nothing doing. Way too fast by those outside backers. Chase Brackenbaugh, one of the first ones there, and a host of other Mustangs. We do have a flag on the play. That is the holding area. And it looks like they're pointing towards the south end zone. That'd be against Thunder Basin. Doesn't look like the referee's microphone is working this evening. Holding on the Bolts. So that penalty takes it all the way back to the... there it is again. The Thunder Basin side of the 50. Second down. Looks like a swing pass. Oh, nice move there by Edwards. He picks up nearly 10 yards. They're going to make it third and manageable for this offense. They can certainly get 10 yards in a hurry. Now, last time in third and long, they rolled to their right. Let's see what Hamilton does. Yep, there they go again. Pressure coming up the middle from Yetter. He's going deep to Allen. Plays made nearly by Will Clare, but a great catch by... Oh, no catch by Allen. He's called out of bounds. That was a great catch by Allen. Called out of bounds. Now remember, in high school, you only have to get 1 foot down. That was an incredible throw. Great catch, too, but out of bounds. Second time that's happened this evening. So instead of first and goal at the 2, the Bolts end their second drive in punt formation. Thunder Basin in punt formation. Delay of game. Not a killer penalty here. Just moves it back to the 50. So sometimes you take that to give yourself a little bit more room to punt the ball. I'm not sure if that fits tonight with that wind coming out of the northeast. The punt by Garcia right to Jacob Dietz, and he drops the ball. I believe that was Jacob Dietz, and it looks like Thunder Basin has recovered it. And they have. First turnover of the game goes to Thunder Basin. So another defensive stand is going to need to be in order for the Mustangs. That's a big break for the Bolts. Just under 4 minutes left. First quarter. That traditional 4-4 defense for the Mustangs. Hamilton back to throw. Pressure off the outside. Steps forward. Up. Ball's tipped. Doesn't matter. Caught. Touchdown, Allen. And Thunder Basin takes the early lead. Thunder Basin has 17 touchdowns through the air. You can make that 18 now. The most prolific pass offense in the state. puts the first points on the board with 3:44 left in the first quarter. It's Thunder Basin 7, Natrona County 0. So just under 4 minutes left first quarter. Natrona finds themselves behind for only the second time this season. The only time they trailed before was in the last minute of the game last week against Cheyenne East. So the kickoff return team for Natrona, they'll set up just on their side of the 50. Isaac Palomo and Dante Wallace, both deep, just behind their own 10-yard line. Gauthier, he'll kick off, and it's short again. It's been caught by, well, it looks like actually Palomo. Palomo's had some great returns this year, and there he goes again. All the way up to the 35-yard line. Great return by Isaac Palomo. Came all the way across the field to get some yardage there. So the third possession for Natrona starts on their own 35. All right, 1st and 10, Natrona. Cade Stoner back in the backfield. Handoff first time they're running to the left side. Wallace has it, and he's stuck at the Natrona 34. It's going to be a loss of 1. And there's Taryn Swartz. He is the leading defender for Thunder Basin. 6'1", 245-pound linebacker. My goodness. Well, you can see last year that Thunder Basin certainly had some talent. They just had that first year trying to get everything organized. Folks, they figured it out. They are definitely organized this evening. 2nd down, Stoner. Nice job keeping the play alive. Swing out to Wallace. He's still got it. And goes out to the 38-yard line. Smart play by Cade Stoner, keeping that play alive. There's little doubt that in order to beat Thunder Basin this year, you're going to have to put some points on the board. A big play there from Stoner gives Natrona a much more manageable 3rd and 7. The shift by the Mustangs. Stoner evades the pressure, makes his way up to the 42-yard line, but that's still going to be short of the first down. It looks like Thunder Basin is mixing up their coverages. They start in a cover 2, and then they're rolling into a cover 3, just leaving a safety over the top. And if you do that at the right time, it can give that quarterback a different look and just cause him to hold it just a little bit longer. 3rd punt tonight for Sorensen, one of the better punters in the state. Quickly gets the ball off. It's a short kick, but it hits and rolls all the way down to the Thunder Basin 31-yard line. Mustang player down. Looks like Isaac Palomo. First-year trainer Lear of Washington doing a great job this year. She's quickly out there to diagnose the injury. Officials timeout with 1:20 left in this first quarter. The score, Thunder Basin, the Bolts, 7, and Natrona 0. While we're on defense, we'll go through the rest of those defensive starters. We've gone through the secondary. The linebacking core, senior Layden, from left to right, Chase Brackenbaugh, number 22. He's a 3-year starter at linebacker, 6'2", 201-pounder. He's on the outside. On the other side is the quarterback, Cade Stoner, 6'2", 181-pound senior. On the inside, arguably a all-state candidate for the last 2 years, Hunter Brandt, inside backer. He's number 15, 6'2", 188 pounds. And the other inside backer is Wyatt Yetter. We've called his name tonight, 6 foot, 180-pounder. We'll get to the D-line after this play. Hamilton drops back, play action fake. He's going deep again to Allen and just overthrows him. Well, he's getting his miles in tonight, old Allen is. That's the third time they've tried to go at least 40 yards with him. They've hit a 65-yarder already this year, the longest pass play in 4A. 2nd and 10. 3 receivers out to the left. Hamilton quickly sets, throws short, caught, but nothing doing for Jacoby Garcia. The senior is tackled by 4 different Mustang defenders. Chase Brackenbaugh is right there. Cleaned up by Dietz, George, True, and Gustafson. 3rd and 8. Thunder Basin on their own 32.5-yard line. Hamilton in the gun. He's going to drop straight back. Pressure coming from Gustafson. Hamilton rolls, keeps rolling to his right, throws all the way across the middle, but overthrows the intended receiver, Caden Carlson. We have a flag on the play. Now, this could be very interesting. That's a little bit past the line of scrimmage. Legal receiver downfield on Thunder Basin. Still waiting on the official word. He's going to signal for a 3rd time. An eligible receiver downfield. That's going to be declined. Brings up 4th down. So the Natrona defense holds. 2nd time they've held tonight. Less than 30 seconds to go, first quarter. Thunder Basin still leads 7-0. Garcia is the punter. Kind of had a sideways rugby kick a little bit last time. He does it again. Nearly blocked that time. And the ball is caught by Dietz. Pretty good punt. 32-yard line all the way to the opposite 37. Some quick math. That's 31 yards on the punt. I'm a social studies guy, but I can do math every once in a while. So that leaves probably enough time, 21 seconds, for maybe 1 or 2 plays before the end of the first quarter. It's going to be a good game tonight. 2 very good football teams. This Thunder Basin team is very physical. And for as much as they are known on offense, they have only allowed 13 points all year. High snap again. Dante Walsh, big hole up the middle. Spins out a tackle, and he's to the 50. He's to the Thunder Basin 40. Pops outside, keeps his feet, and still going. Out to the 30. Huge run by Dante Wallace. 34-yard pickup takes it all the way down to the Basin 29-yard line. That's what the Mustang offense needed. And they're right back on the ball. Clock's going to run. 7, 6 left in the first quarter. Last play of the quarter. High snap again. Counter to Stoner. He's got it up the middle and not much doing. Got about a yard. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, some fireworks there at the end. Gets Natrona back in Thunder Basin territory for the second time tonight. The Mustangs are moving. But at the end of the first quarter, score is Natrona 0, Thunder Basin 7. Homecoming this evening here in Natrona County High School. We had the coronation last night. A little breezy. A little trouble getting that the NC lit up on fire, but all is good. For all you alumni back in town, welcome home. Got to come check out the new school. It's absolutely incredible. Very well designed and a really comfy place to come and learn. And I think we're a little bit more comfy in here than they are outside. Under 40 now. It's pretty nice most this week. Upper 60s, but now, today it was cooler. And it's going to continue to go that way. 39 degrees with a little bit of a wind chill. Perfect football weather. Last weekend in September, big matchup. All right, here we go. Cade Stoner, with the counter, and he's got room. Goes outside, picks up about 8 yards on the play. It's going to lead to a 3rd and 2.5. Nice job up front by that old line. Right-hand side really washed everything down and led right up the middle. So 3rd and short. Looks like Thunder Basin is going to bring some pressure. Stoner hands it off to Wallace, and there he goes. 5 touchdown Mustangs. Wallace scores again, his 9th rushing touchdown of the season. And that number 1 ranked rush offense answers that number 1 pass offense of the Bolts and brings it within 1. And the PAT is up, and it is no good. Wallace with a touchdown, his 9th of the year. That makes it 7-6 early in the second quarter. Less than a minute into the quarter. Well, a big-time answer by Natrona. That was a lot of Wallace there. The big 34-yard gain on the first play from scrimmage in that series. A couple nice runs by Stoner. Opens it up in the middle for Wallace. He takes it in from 13 yards out. PAT is no good. So the Bolts still lead. The score is now 7-6. Now we're in the football game. Nice student section crowd over here to the south. Jet George's Squibber is going to be taken by the up-back, Caleb Driscoll. With Thunder Basin will start on their own 37. Their 5th possession of the game, first of the second quarter. Get you updated with some scores around 4A. All right. 4A's leading passer, Mason Hamilton. Back in the shotgun once again. Tyson Edwards behind him, and Edwards is going to take the ball. It's inside zone up the middle, but an excellent tackle. The only guy there to make the play, Hunter Brandt. Excellent play by the senior inside backer. They moved him back inside. Second and 8. Hamilton back to pass. Quickly gets rid of the ball, up over the middle. Excellent catch by Dayton Porter. If you watched any of the Campbell County games back in the last 10 years or so, this looks a lot like that. A lot of slants, a lot of plays being run. Over the top, looks like Hamilton's going to move it off to the left. He's tackled for a loss on the play. But Natrona was trying to change personnel, and I believe they're going to get called for at least 12 men on the field. Brandt in on the tackle again, but I don't think the play will stand. Volleyball team's home this weekend at the Casper Invite. Quite a few schools in town for that. And that will be a 15-yard penalty. And normally you see that in the NFL, and the back judge comes up and stands over the ball. Both teams have equal opportunity to sub. I don't know that Thunder Basin subbed out there. Quickly snapped the ball and caught the Mustangs in the middle of a switch. Hamilton changes the play, but they're going to get flagged. Probably a false start on Thunder Basin. Few penalties now. Unofficially, that's their fourth. I think Natrona has 4 as well. Usually happens when teams are playing at full speed and pressing each other to the maximum. Natrona looks like they're going to bring pressure, and they do. Hamilton steps back, throws. It's low. Good coverage by Dietz. Ball was intended for David Johnson, but thrown too low. Like I mentioned earlier, Thunder Basin averages about 28 passes a game. They're going to go way over that this evening. Edwards is an excellent running back, but boy, they love to throw the rock around. They've got 2 big receivers on the outside. Brings up 2nd and 15. Hamilton drops back. It's going to be a screen. Thrown. No one there. He threw it right over the receiver's head. But you rarely see a pressure package in a screen that gets to the quarterback so fast he has to dump it off without anybody even knowing the ball was there. Great pressure by the Mustangs. Brings up 3rd and 15. Ball at the Natrona 38. The 2 big plays tonight for the Bolts have been deeper slant plays. On 3rd and long, they've rolled to the right every time. Let's see if they do it a 3rd time, and they do. Pressure bringing up the middle. Clearly a holding on the outside. Ball is caught by Allen. He's going to be short of the first down, but it certainly makes it close enough. It's 4th and 4 from the Natrona 28. And as expected, Thunder Basin is going to go for it on 4th down. First 4th down. Hamilton in the gun. We got Driscoll behind him. Official timeout. And a small football was thrown onto the field. Stopping the action. Oh, goodness. All right, back at it. 4th and 4. At the Natrona 27. Driscoll in the backfield. Pressure coming up the middle. Hamilton throws it. It's going to be high. Almost picked off by Dietz, but an excellent play, and the Natrona defense holds. Oh, Jacob Dietz, the senior out there, he's become quite the DB. He's only 5'10", 156 pounds, but he plays way, way bigger than that, and Natrona stops the Bolts on their own 27-yard line. About 9.5 minutes left, second quarter. Scores Thunder Basin 7, Natrona County 6. Mustangs back on offense. The usual suspects in the backfield. Stoner with Wallace behind him. Snaps have been a little high so far this evening. Some movement on the right side there. I'm not sure if it's going to be on True or Blaine Brink from Thunder Basin. And it's going to be on Thunder Basin. Encroachment. That'll move it to 1st and 5. Their own 32. Stoner with the snap. Up the middle, he's going to pull it, and he's got it. The zone read. Hurdles a man at the 40 and gets a first down out to the Natrona 43-yard line. Cade's a track guy, but he's not a hurdler guy. Maybe he should be. First down, Mustangs. Right back on the ball. They're running a high-tempo offense, too, just keeping it on the ground. Stoner, ball is snapped very high. He gets out and gets outside. He's going to pull it upfield and get 3 or 4 yards out of it. Boy, very fortunate to pick that ball up. Second down. NC just past their own 46-yard line. Stoner, snap up the middle. Pressure off the outside, and Stoner's not going anywhere. That was Riley Mitchell, the senior outside linebacker. They brought pressure that time, and they couldn't quite pick him up. And Stoner looks to be shaken up a little bit. Stoner's coming off. That'll bring in number 12, Harrison Talbert, the 6'1", 146-pound sophomore, is taking the play in. Heard nothing but positives about this young man. We know he can throw it, and we know he can certainly run. Talbert, Wallace behind him, 3rd and 8, good snap. Talbert's in the pocket, and he's going to take off and run. Here he goes, he's out to the 50-yard line. Oh, gets tackled just short. So a 6-yard gain from the sophomore gets it out to the 50. But it's going to be just short of that first down, about 3 yards short. Good play by Talbert. That'll bring up the punt team for the Mustangs. So after a quick start to the game, both offenses slow down just a little bit. Low snap to Sorensen. Nice kick, though. He gets that ball up in the air. It's going to go down to the 24-yard line and be marked out officially at about the 23. So just under the 7-minute mark, second quarter. Scores Natrona 6, Thunder Basin 7. Excellent game up to this point, just what we expected. Other scores in 4A. Right now, number 2, Cheyenne East, leads number 5, Laramie, 21-14. That game in the third quarter. Sheridan leads Cheyenne South, 49-0 in the third quarter. Rock Springs leads Campbell County, the Camels, 8-0 in the second. And Central, surprisingly, with a 7-0 lead over Kelly Walsh in the second quarter. Thunder Basin with the ball, their own 23. Handoff up the middle. A gain of about 4 on the play. 3.5. That was the sophomore, Jackson Pakula, 5'9", 170 pounds. They're trying to shift their defense around to more of a 4-3 look. Hamilton, play action face, throws it over the middle. Oh, and the ball is just missed by Jet George. Boy, the Mustangs are getting a quick pressure up the middle on Hamilton. He probably hasn't seen that yet this year. And it's thrown him out of his rhythm just enough to where he can't hit who he needs to hit. So yet again, third down for Thunder Basin on their own 27. Looks like pressure coming off the outside. Hamilton drops back quickly over the middle. Ball tipped up in the air, and it drops harmlessly, but incomplete. Good coverage by Wyatt Yetter. Ball intended for Cameron Durgin, the 6'1", 210-pound junior tight end. But the Mustangs hold on defense again. 6:13 remains, second quarter. Wind not blowing quite as hard now. Garcia probably has more punts tonight than he's had all year. Ball snapped low, but he gets off an incredible punt. Ball hits at the 31-yard line, stays right at the 31-yard line. That ball got up and turned over. Nice spiral. But the Mustangs hold yet again on defense. Stopped the Bolts on fourth down last time, 3 and out this time. And they get the ball back. Looks like Cade Stoner's okay. He's back in the huddle. Mustang front four has done a nice job all season and opened up holes for Stoner and Wallace. Quiet night so far for Bertinoli. Number 3 receiver in the state, averages 77 yards a game. Stoner, quick inside handoff to Wallace, and he gets hit hard up the middle. Big time collision there. There's a gain of about 3. That was 2 big bodies meeting right in the middle. Looked like there was a big hole there again, and then it closed in a hurry. But still a solid gain on first down. Picks up 4. 2nd and 6 on the Natrona 35. Stoner, high snap again. To give to Wallace, and he's not going to get out of it this time. They'll give him forward progress to the 32-yard line. It's still going to be a loss of 3. Thunder Basin second best rush defense in the state, right behind Natrona. Only giving up 2.4 yards per attempt. Third down. Stoner back. Screenplay wide open to Wallace. And he's got tons of room. He's still running at the Thunder Basin 40, at the 30. Takes a big hit, but gets it all the way down to the 28-yard line of the Bolts. Perfect timing on the screen pass. Down to the Basin 29, excuse me. Big time play by the Mustang offense, and they're right back at it. Quickly lining up. 1st and 10. And a high snap through Stoner's hands. He picks it up. Going to try to make something out of it. Covers it up. But the ball is going to be marked at the Basin 39. So a loss of 10 Approaching the 4-minute mark in the second quarter. That allows Thunder Basin to back out a little bit. Play some safeties a little bit deeper. Snap was a little high. Stoner. And they're going to have a procedure. Nope, no procedure on the Mustangs. They hand off to Wallace. He's got some room off the left side, but an excellent tackle by Riley Mitchell. I'm going to guess Riley's a wrestler. That was a solid 2-point takedown. Gain of 2 on the play. Looked like it was going to be quite a bit more. Still brings up 3rd and about 18 for the Mustangs. Approaching 3 minutes to go. Empty backfield for Stoner. Thunder Basin is going to back out of their defense. Usually this is, Stoner's got somebody wide open. It was Cooper Quigg. Went over his outside shoulder. It would have been close to the first down. But the ball falls out of bounds, brings up 4th down for Natrona. Looked like a promising start there for Natrona on the offensive drive. The high snap really cost him there. They certainly had some momentum. So you want to win the battle of field position. Natrona certainly won that this quarter. Sorensen to punt from his own 50. Takes the ball. Nice high spiraling kick. Hits at the 20, rolls, keeps rolling down to the 13-yard line. Where the Bolts will take it yet again. Score, 7-6. Thunder Basin leads Natrona County. Number 1 versus number 2. Week 6 of your 4A football season. 3A scores, Douglas and Torrington are tied up. Torrington, the number 1 ranked team in 3A. Number 2, Jackson leads Green River 20-10. Mustangs shifting their defense around. Hamilton back to throw yet again. Short underneath pass. It's going to be a gain of 9. The pass to the sophomore, Picula. Nearly picks it up. He's going to be about a yard short. Clock continues to run. Hamilton back to throw. He's going to go deep outside. Nice tiptoe catch on the sideline by Caleb Driscoll. I'll stop the clock with 2:15 left in the second quarter. Back to pass again. Hamilton, same play. Ball is thrown behind the receiver that time and nearly picked off by Dietz. .2:10 left, second quarter. 2nd and 10 from their own 32. Thunder Basin, 3 receivers to the right. Edge pressure, here comes Hunter Brandt. Big time pressure up the middle. Hamilton is sacked at his own 25-yard line. Big time sack by Jordan Bertinoli. He wouldn't let that contain go on the outside. Clock continues to run, minute 50 in running. That brings up 3rd and 17. Even more than that, 19. Oh, no, I was right, 17. Hamilton drops straight back. Looks like a screenplay out into the flat. But there's not much doing. Cade Stoner right there to make the play with Wyatt Yetter. And Natrona calls a timeout. Minute 22 to go. Second quarter. That leaves the Mustangs with one timeout. And Thunder Basin lining up to punt. Boy, two big plays by the defense. The sack by Bertnoli and the nice tackle in the open field by Stoner and Yetter bring up the fourth down. Number 5, Cody, leads number 3, Evanston, 21-7. I believe that game is in Cody. Powell leads number 4, Star Valley, 7-6. Seems like Powell is in a 7-6 game every single week. Rollins leads Worland 7-0, and Riverton leads Lander 13-7 in the Battle of Fremont County. Class 2A, newly crowned number 1 Buffalo after their victory over Glenrock last week. They lead Moorcroft 31-0. Mountain View, number 2, leads number 5 Pinedale 7-6. That game in the third. Glenrock all over Burns 54-14. The Herders are ranked number 3 in 2A. Wheatland, number 4 ranked team in 2A, leads Thermopolis 15-8. Graybull defeated Kemmerer 26-14. Big Piney 14-0 over Lovell in the third. And Lyman beat the Star Valley JV 20-0. Those scores via WyoPreps. Appreciate their input on that. All right. Dietz is back. Ball is shanked off to the right and takes a Natrona bounce back. Continues to roll back and picked up by Gustafson and advanced down to the 20-yard line. Now, nowhere in the playbook does it say you have your defensive lineman pick the ball up on a punt. Anywhere. But why not? So that punt was about a net -2 after the return. Puts the Mustangs in excellent position. Trailing by 1, second quarter. 1:09 left first half. So the center, Gustafson picks the ball up and runs it for about 10 yards, and then he's got a snap to Stoner here. And there it is, right to him, up the middle of the Wasps. Huge hole for Dante. He's going to get a solid gain of at least 8. Great blocking up front off that left side. Mustangs line it back up, now under a minute to go. Plenty of time. Stoner in the gun. High snap yet again, but the handoff to Wallace has got room. 10-5, touchdown, Mustangs. A 13-yard touchdown run, his second of the game. Wallace's 10th of the season. And Natrona takes the lead with 41 seconds left. And you don't ever chase points, but it looks like Natrona is going to try to go for 2. Usually you don't do this quite so early in the game, but we'll see. Natrona's clearly got a play designed for this. Bertnoli in motion, comes to the right, and Stoner's got it all by himself. He's just got to get to the pylon, dives, and he's in. The 2-point conversion is good. And Natrona, with 41 seconds left in the first half, takes a 14-7 lead over Thunder Basin. And we got a game brewing, folks. Thunder Basin comes into the game 5-0, undefeated. The Mustangs and the Bolts have 3 common opponents. Thunder Basin defeated Cheyenne East 34-11 3 weeks ago. And they did it on the ground, of all things. 237 yards rushing. 240 yards passing. That is one of only 2 games where the Thunder Basin Bolts have been under 500 all-purpose yards. Just an amazing statistic. But that number 1 ranked rushing offense of Natrona has held the ball when they needed to so far this evening. I think they've found some success up the middle. Wallace is running hard. He's well over 100 yards the first half. And with 41 seconds, they lead now. Your Mustangs up 14-7. Low spiraling kick off the tee. You don't ever see that. Picked up and run back up the middle by Riley Mitchell. The senior gets the ball back up to the 32-yard line and puts the Bolts in position for what looks to be their last possession of the half. Scoreboard says that the Bolts have 3 timeouts. We're going to believe the scoreboard this time, Mr. Noakes. I think that's accurate. So 2 receivers, either side of Hamilton. The best passer in 4A gets the snap. It's low. He has time to throw, and the ball's nearly picked off by Dietz. He came up through the ball, and that would have been a pick 6. There was no one there. Goodness. Great play by Dietz. They'd run that play twice before. Dietz broke off his route, going deep out the outside, came up through the ball, and it just went through his hands. Goodness, would that have been a big play. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. The Bolts on their own 33. Hamilton back to pass. He's going deep over the middle. Ball is going to go over Allen's head. Mass substitution on the defensive line, trying to get fresh guys in there to bring pressure. We got the starting 4 defensive linemen now back in the game. Bertinoli, Smith, Gustafson, True. Going to try to bring pressure. Turnover here for the Mustangs would be huge. Hamilton in the backfield. Great jump off the ball by Gustafson. The quick pitch outside to Caleb Driscoll. And Coach Hartzman's going to take another timeout. The down is going to be 4. The ball is going to be on the Thunder Basin 37-yard line. And clearly Thunder Basin's going to have to punt. There's no way they would run a fake here. So that means they probably will. But with 14.5 left now, second quarter, Natrona has stopped Thunder Basin again. I believe that's 4 stops in a row for the Mustang defense. Looking to get the ball back. They do have, actually they are out of timeouts now. Natrona's out of timeouts. So you're looking to get the best return you can and maybe get a last-second field goal or a shot into the end zone. Punt return team out for the Mustangs. Jacoby Garcia, the punter for Thunder Basin. He's punted 6 times yet this season. I believe this is punt number 5 tonight. Clearly some pressure being brought up the middle, and then Natrona nearly blocks it again. Excellent spiraling punt, and it's caught by Dietz at his own 22 with 8.2 seconds left. That's a really impressive punt. He has that rugby style, so he takes a few steps to his right and then he punts it, but you rarely see it have a spiral. He's had 2 punts well over 40 yards tonight. The wind picks back up. And the Mustangs will go into victory formation. They were open for the punt block there, but they'll just take the snap and down it. And that will be the end of it. So through 2 quarters, number 2 Natrona with 2 second-quarter touchdowns by Dante Wallace take a 14-7 lead into that nice, warm halftime locker room. Now it is homecoming, so we'll have an extended halftime. Have the homecoming court. We'll obviously have the NC Mustang Fighting Marching Band. Probably have the dancers out there again this evening. They do a great job. Cheerleaders. We got a busy evening going so far here tonight. So we will let you enjoy the halftime entertainment. We'll check back in when the second half is going to begin. We'll try to get you some statistics, update some more scores. The Mustang Marching Band about to take the field. Looks like Coulter Heiser's leading the drum majors out into the middle of the field. The Mustang Marching Band is much more like a college marching band these days. They learn new music and new sets every week now, trying to get these kids ready to go on and play music in college. And with that being said, I will let you enjoy the real entertainment for this evening. It's certainly not me. It is the wonderful student body here at Natrona County High School. And we will be back after the halftime festivities are over.
Yeah, she was telling us about the sound issue.
There was no sound at the house. Did somebody Facebook?
I know, we can see where.
Under the Saber Arch of Natoma County High School ROTC Cadet Corps. First of all, our attendance for this year's 4th attempt this year's homecoming queen is Grace Dubé.
Good. Yeah.
Grace's parents are Dave and Angie Dubé. She's Vice President of the Honor Society, member of City Council on the Forest volleyball team. She likes to hike, read, and hang out with her friends. Grace's plans after high school include playing volleyball at Utah State while she pursues a degree in physical therapy. Grace's role models are her grandparents, Bill and Sandy, her favorite quote is "Don't Suck" by Joyce Vega. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's 4th attendance to our homecoming queen. Let's welcome Grace Dubé. This year's 4th attendance to the homecoming team is Jordan Vertignoli. Obviously, Jordan is in the Mustang locker room, so he's represented by Joey Antonovich. Jordan's parents are Nathan and Stacy. A lot of brothers and sisters involved in football, basketball, and soccer. Plans to play college football, and his best high school member is Friday Night Lights. Ladies and gentlemen, our 4th attendance this year's homecoming team, Jordan Vertignoli. And now let's meet our 3rd attendance of this year's queen and team. 3rd attendance of this year's homecoming queen is Rossi Brownell. Rossi's parents are Deanna and Scotty Brownell. Her sister is Elise. Involved in student council and golf. Her hobbies include bonfires, hang out with friends, and traveling. She wants to attend Central Wyoming College for golf, and wants to become a pediatric dentist. The best high school memories are Friday night football games. Ladies and gentlemen, our 3rd attendance this year's homecoming queen, Rossi Brownell, supported there by our 3rd attendance of this year's homecoming team is Josh Moore. Josh, again, in the Mustang locker room, so he's represented by his buddy Griffin Bailey. Josh's parents are Mormon Dennis Ford. He has a brother Tyler involved in football and track, and his hobbies include hanging out with his buddies and eating after high school. Plans on continuing school and starting some kind of a career. Best high school memories is sophomore football season. Ladies and gentlemen, our 3rd attendance to this year's homecoming queen and king, Rossi Brownell and Josh Ford. And now let's meet our second candidate, this year's homecoming queen. And homecoming queen, our second candidate this year's homecoming queen is Danny Zeller. Danny's parents are Heidi and James Zeller. She has three drunken brothers, Courtney, Duncan, Colin, and Matt. She's involved in the fighting Mustang marching bands on the streets of Basin and she likes to paint, she likes music at the gym, and shopping in Target. She's playing a gap year in Moldova, then attending Franklin and Marshall College in Pennsylvania. Best high school memory is Mr. Wilcox inflating elk lungs. That's a heck of a memory, and I'm sure that'll be a long-standing one for Danny Zeller. Second attendance of this year's homecoming team is Jaden Gorman. Jaden's sons are Micah, Vanessa, Odman, Laramie, and his siblings are Daisy, Jordan. Jeannie, Bryce, and Miley is active in football and track. His hobbies are outdoor activities, hang out with friends after high school is planned, or traveling, and International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. James' favorite high school memory is spending quality time with his friends. Ladies and gentlemen, let's congratulate our second candidate this year's homecoming queen and king, Danny Zeller and Jaden Bowman. Now let's make welcome our first attendant this year's homecoming queen and king. First attendant to the homecoming queen, is Sydney Wilson. Sydney's parents are Robin Cook, Kristen Wilson. Siblings are Sierra and Seth Wilson. Sydney involved in student council, honor society, volleyball, basketball, and track. Her hobbies include surfing, skiing, being with her amazing friends. Not sure what she'll do after high school, but she wants to be remembered for having the coolest people on campus. Joined there by our first attendant this year's homecoming king, Coulter Heiser. Coulter's mom and dad are Kathy Young and Clayton Heiser. Has 5 siblings, and a couple of them are twins. He's involved in the Big Mountain Marching Band, jazz band, and cross-country skiing. Hobbies include designing highways, hiking, skiing, playing musical instruments. Like to major in civil engineering at CSU and University of Wyoming. Favorite high school memories going to his first football ball his junior year. Ladies and gentlemen, let's congratulate our first attendee this year's homecoming queen and king, Sydney Wilson and Coulter Heiser. And my apologies, we don't seem to have our write-up for our homecoming king and queen, but I just saw them. They blew in on the easterly wind. Let's make welcome and congratulate long-standing tradition, our homecoming queen and king for 2018. Our queen is Ileana Elder. Lori's parents are Tom and Nicole Elder. Sisters are Lou and Matt. She's involved in cheerleading, student council, and National Honor Society. Hobbies include shopping, skiing, being with her sisters. For college, Ileana plans on attending Michigan State or University of Wyoming. High school memory that's favorite is spending the past 2 years with her sister. Like to remember being a cool role model, and she is for her sister Lou. Congratulations to our homecoming queen, Ileana Elder. Let's congratulate our first homecoming king, the former king, she's from Argentina. Congratulations, homecoming king, Francisco De Luca. Francisco is from Argentina. His Wyoming parents are Lynette and Art Boatwright. His Wyoming siblings are Streeter and Carter. Francisco involved in jazz band, jazz combo, likes to play the guitar and music. Likes to go to college after his days in high school. His favorite memory when he was his first day. Big Pro, favorite Pro J Big Nerd, and the role models are Big Promo and Super Quick. Congratulations on 2000 homecoming court and our 2018 homecoming queen, Ileana Elder. Tuscaloosa. And there they are, ladies and gentlemen. Homecoming Court 2018.
All right, and with the introduction of our homecoming court, we're done with halftime. Mustang Marching Band performing well. The dancers out there and the huge student section tonight. A nice crowd. Very similar to the crowd we had a couple weeks ago against the Sheridan Bronx. Some unofficial stats. Things pretty even on the offensive side of the ball. Thunder Basin has about 118 yards passing, only 10 yards rushing. Natrona has 120 yards rushing and about 40 passing. Most of it coming on the screenplay to Wallace, which is essentially a run. So, both teams holding serve. Thunder Basin, best passing team in 4A, doing exactly that. They're going to get the ball first, second half. And that number one rush defense, number one team defense for the Mustangs, holding this high-powered offense in check. Thunder Basin averaging 45 points a game, Natrona averaging 42. But as is usually the case in these games, it's a little bit tighter, not as quite as high scoring, but certainly extremely exciting. The second half kickoff, the Jet George tees it up, low lining kick. It's going to go left and out of bounds at the 6-yard line. That is a flag. Every time, that's kind of one of the dangers of the squib kick. Sometimes that thing can, you want to kick it as deep as you can, but sometimes it goes a little sideways and gets out of bounds. So probably be Thunder Basin ball at the 35-yard line. And it is. All right, Mustangs come out, back in that 4-4 front. Defensive line rotating quite a few guys through in that first half, trying to get pressure on Hamilton. So to start the second half, looks like pressure coming from the Mustangs on the outside. Oh, and they jump off sides. There's a halftime adjustment right away by the Bolts. You got to try to slow down that pressure from the Mustang front 8. Good crowd from Thunder Basin here tonight as well. So 1st and 5 now at their own 40. Thunder Basin rolling to his left. Hamilton stops, quick throw outside, hits 21. That is Caleb Driscoll. I believe his second catch of the game. That's going to be a big gainer out to the 45 of Natrona. The Bolts with Pakula to his left. Hamilton claps for the snap. Drops back. Pressure. Well, it looks like it was tipped over the middle, but it's caught by Allen. It's going to be another first down to the Mustang 22. And just as they did in the first half, Thunder Basin right back up to the ball. Two receivers each side. Hamilton with Pakula. Inside zone, no, it's a play fake out to the leading rusher for Thunder Basin, Tanner Richards. He quickly tackled for about a 3-yard gain, 3.5 out to the Mustang 18.5. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Hamilton hit quickly. Ball's dropped with the pass over the middle. That's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Bolts. Good pressure by Gustafson. Right up the middle. We have not seen a field goal attempt yet tonight from Thunder Basin. Allen with the only touchdown, split out to the right of Pakula. Hamilton looks like he's changing his protection. Pressure off that left side from the Mustangs, and here it comes. Hamilton's going to go up the middle, and he's going to get sacked, dropped right behind the original line of scrimmage. Ball will be spotted just inside the 20 of the Mustangs. And that will bring up 4th down. And the field goal team for the Bolts, Garner Gauthier. The sophomore, 6 foot, 150-pounder, looking to cut the Mustang lead by 3. Snap is good, and it's blocked. Gustafson with the block. It's caught and downed by Hunter Brandt. Oh, if he could have caught that, he would have ran for days. But the block by Gustafson is huge. Keeps the score 14-7 to Trona. Excellent effort by that front group for the field goal block team for Natrona. And yet another drive for Thunder Basin ends with no points. The only points tonight have come off the only turnover by Natrona. A muffed punt by Jacob Dietz led to a one-play, 19-yard pass from Hamilton to Allen. High snap again to Stoner. He's going to keep it, but he's dropped this time. Both Colton Randall and Marcus Glick in on the play. Look for Natrona to come back to that and expose those two guys both going with the quarterback. But another high snap from Gustafson. Those high snaps cost Natrona in the first half. 2nd and 11. Good snap that time. Stoner, play action fake. He's going deep. He's got Cooper Quigg, and it is picked off. A great play right there by Tanner Richards. Tipped it to himself. Quigg had a step, and the ball was just slightly underthrown. Probably could have been caught by Quigg. But that was a really nice catch by Richards. You got to give the kid credit. He was beat, and he didn't give up on the ball. 2nd turnover for Natrona. Gives Thunder Basin the ball on the Natrona 41. Oh, a good play call there. They had it. Just a bit short on the throw. So the Mustang defense back out again. 3 receivers left. Hamilton, low snap. Give to Pakula, trying to go outside to his left. Pressure by Yetter. It looks like, and the swarm by the Mustang defense. They say the ball is loose, but it's going to be recovered by Thunder Basin. Great pursuit there by the Mustangs. Knocks the ball back. Yard loss there, back to the 42. There was nowhere for Pakula to go. Quickly up to the ball again. Riley Mitchell now in the backfield with Hamilton. Drops back. Throws out to the left. Nearly picked again by Dietz. And Hamilton took a shot that time. Yahav Schreiber, I believe, in on the hit. Hamilton does not have a lot of time to throw the ball. Yes, that was Yahav. Excellent wrestler, Mr. Schreiber. He's 5'11", 240 pounds, but he is quick. And just like that, this quick, high-powered offense of Thunder Basin is in 3rd and long again. Look for the ball to go to Allen. Down here on the near sideline. Hamilton drops back. Wants to throw. Pump fakes, goes back. And it's going to be called for pass interference. That was Dietz on Dayton Porter. Now, I'm not sure. There's no uncatchable ball rule in high school. But I'm not sure what the discussion is. But it'll more than likely be pass interference on the defense. Trent Pakula, the head coach for Thunder Basin, getting the instructions from the head official. More than likely, it's pass interference. 2 fouls. Pass interference decline. You're going to get a roughing the passer call on the Mustangs as well. That penalty is going to be accepted. That's a 15-yarder. The first penalty of the second half for NC. That's a 15-yarder and moves the ball all the way up to the NC 27 and an automatic first down. Hamilton, inside zone, and there's a big hole again. Looked like that was Tyson Edwards, the traditional starting running back for the Bolts. A nice run of about 5 yards, 4 on the first down play, makes it 2nd and 6. Subs in for the Mustang defensive line. The Bolts changing the play at the line. Hamilton, the junior quarterback, snaps the ball, drops back to pass. Looks like he's going deep. He's got it. Man over the middle. It's Allen, and it's going to be picked off by Chase Brackenball. The senior inside linebacker hustling back to make the play. The ball is tipped. He dives and makes an excellent catch, giving the Mustangs the ball on their own 5. First turnover for the Bolts gives the Mustangs the ball back. 8:02, third quarter. Goodness. Harrison Talbert in at quarterback, the sophomore. Ball snap, but it looks like it's going to be delay a game. Half the distance to the goal. So Talbert in at quarterback now. Heck of a position for the sophomore. Brackenbaugh subbing in. Stoner subbing back in. And there we go. Oh, here's a throwback for you Mustang fans. The old eye. Goodness, run here for years by Natrona. And that's part of the danger with that. You're not used to getting a snap under the center when you run gun all the time, and it's fumbled. The ball is fumbled under the center, and that gives Thunder Basin the ball at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back turnovers give Thunder Basin the ball on the Mustang 3-yard line. Third turnover tonight for Natrona. Hamilton in the gun. First and goal. We gotta hand it. Oh no, it's a QB foul. Hamilton in for the touchdown. Bolts back within 1. Well-designed play. Riley Mitchell with the fake actually turned into the lead blocker for Hamilton, and Hamilton easily walks the ball into the end zone for the touchdown. Now, the last time the Bolts tried to kick it, it was blocked. The snap, Gossier down, kick is up. Oh, it is nearly blocked, but it is good. At the 7:52 mark in the third quarter, it is all tied up. Hamilton with the 3-yard run. The point after by Gauthier brings the score to 14 all. Thunder Basin has 2 touchdowns tonight. Both were one-play drives. In the first quarter, they scored on a 19-yard pass from Hamilton to Allen. Great thrown ball in the back of the end zone on the deep post gave Thunder Basin the early lead 7-0. The Mustangs answer with 2 touchdowns in the second quarter by Dante Wallace and go into halftime with a lead at 14-7. But after consecutive plays with turnovers, the Bolts recover the ball on a fumble at the 3-yard line of the Mustangs, and on the next play, punch it in. And with the PAT, they have tied the game up. As it should be. So Gauthier with a high spinning kick. It's going to be caught in the middle, and there we go! The return by 16. The upback returns it all the way to the Thunder Basin 28-yard line. David Miller, the 6-foot, 170-pound junior, with an outstanding return. Kind of out-kicked their coverage, if you will. Well, how about that? That'll get you a good average, Mr. Miller. Mustangs start on the Thunder Basin 29 after the excellent return of about 50 yards. All right, now Stoner's back out as quarterback. He was dinged up a little bit in that second quarter, so it's going to be Harrison Talbert. Hands off up the middle to Dante Wallace. Wallace is still going. He's still, looks like they blew the whistle. Wallace had not stopped running. It's more of a safety thing by the officials there. You don't want him taking any late hits. So it's going to be a gain of about 1.5 yards, 2 yards by Wallace. The Mustangs and Harrison Talbert, the sophomore signal caller, gets the snap again. It's going to be an inside. No, he keeps it. There he goes. He gets to the outside, hurdles one defender, and is all the way down to the Thunder Basin 17-yard line. Excellent run by the sophomore. Way to pull it on the zone read, and that's going to get Natrona a first down. Thunder Basin, quite a few guys in the box. There's a handoff inside to Watts. He breaks it to the outside, 10-5, and touchdown number 3 for 33. The Mustangs answer right back. Dante Wallace with touchdown number 3 on the evening. That one from 17 yards out, and Natrona takes the lead right back. Jet George will kick. Looks like Quigg's going to hold it now. Snaps back. Kick is up, and it is good. 6:39 left in the third quarter. Natrona takes the lead right back. PAT is good by George after the 18-yard run by Wallace. His third touchdown of the evening, 11th on the season, and the Mustangs right back in the lead. Don't plan on this game being over anytime soon, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be a heck of a finish. 6:39 to go, third quarter. Mustangs back on top. right, George to kick again. Ball is run right up the hash. That looks like number 11, Camden Shickway. He's got the return up the middle, but it's not going anywhere. Meets that front line. Looks like Yetter and Miller were in on the tackle, as well as Morgan Pickett, the sophomore. D-line subs again for the Mustangs. They're just rolling guys through, trying to get pressure. Thank you again for joining us this evening. Continuing to work out all the fun things that we get to learn. A bunch of students from Mr. Madzie's NCTV class out here tonight, braving the weather, trying to give you some great shots and provide the action for you this evening from Cheney Alumni Field. Great game so far. Hamilton with the inside handoff. Inside zone's going nowhere. Great effort there by 59. That is Thomas Park, the 5'11", 275-pound senior. Sheds his blocker and makes the one-arm tackle. Wrestler in the state championship match last year as a heavyweight. Had to wrestle his teammate. You got some guys up front for the Mustangs that can throw their weight around a little bit. All right, second down. Gain of 3 on that last play. Hamilton back to throw. Quickly gets the ball out, and a big stick there by George. He's actually going to fall forward for the first down. Good hit by Jet. Caleb Driscoll makes the catch, comes up a little gingerly, but it results in the first down for the Bolts. Well, Hamilton looked like a sophomore at some points last year, folks. He is definitely a junior now. He can wing it. Hamilton back again. Quick throw up the middle. Back to Driscoll again. The 5-yard gain. Gets the ball up to the Bolt 44. Don't be surprised to see Thunder Basin try to go over the top here. There we go. Hamilton moving to his left. He's going to step up, and there it is. There's the deep ball looking for Allen, and it's caught at the Mustangs 15-yard line. Coverage by Stoner and Quigg. Allen comes down holding his arm. That ball thrown by Hamilton from his own 40 on the left hash to the 20 or 25 of the Mustangs across the field. What a throw. And it wasn't terrible coverage either. My goodness. So just like that, the Bolts have the ball. 1st and 10 on the Mustang 11. They can still get a first down. Hamilton back to throw. Wide open in the middle. Touchdown. Just like that, Tanner Richards catches 11-yard touchdown pass. And just like that, Thunder Basin back down by 1. The PAT got you. Snaps back. Kick is up. Nearly blocked again, but the PAT is good. Well, I'm going to have to get another water bottle. My goodness. So Hamilton, his 3rd touchdown pass of the night. An 11-yarder with 5:01 left in the 3rd quarter. 3rd touchdown of the quarter in the game. And we are tied 21-all. Zach Nagy with the water bottle rescue there. Well, it's cool, folks. It's not quite cold. If you're in town, you might want to try to boogie over here real quick. This is going to be a heck of a finish. 21-all, 5:01 left in the 3rd quarter. Leading passer in 4A, Mason Hamilton, the junior, running into a great defense tonight, but he threw some absolute darts on that drive. Consecutive pass plays cover roughly 60 yards and about 10 seconds to get the Thunder Basin Bolts right back into the game and tie it up. believe that was to Riley Mitchell. Well-designed play, 3-by-1 formation. The slant route was wide open in the end zone. Gothier the kick, Palomo and Wallace back deep. And it looks like it's going to go to Wallace. Return, it's Will Clare running the ball up the middle, and he is tackled immediately by Ethan Tarver, 6'3", 200-pound senior for the Bolts. And the Mustangs are going to have to start inside their own 20 at the 15. Good catch by Clare. Just got caught by the backside pursuit. Talbert still in at quarterback, the sophomore. Had a scoring drive last time. Nice run by Wallace. He's in the gun. That pistol formation. Sets his feet. Ball snapped a little high. Ball looked like it was going to Wallace, but he pulled it. I'm not sure if he pulled it or kept it because that snap was too high. Better to hold on to it instead of fumble it. Regardless of the reason, it's a loss of 2 on the play. Talbert set again. 3 receivers to his right. Better snap this time. Ball is given off to Wallace up the middle, and he's going nowhere. Tackled again by Caleb Driscoll. Good tackle by Driscoll. Knocks Wallace back another yard. They give him forward progress to the Mustangs 13, but that brings up 3rd and long. Hunter Brown in at receiver down here near sideline. The senior burner, probably the fastest guy on the field right now. We'll see if they go over the top with Talbert. 3-by-1. 3rd and 12. Talbert drops back. He's going to Brown. Great ball up in the air, and Brown has got the catch down to the Basin 40-yard line. What a throw by the sophomore. Hunter Brown, good luck catching him. One of the best athletes in the country. Top 8 in the long jump this summer. Comes down with a huge catch and 1st down for the Mustangs. Ball's given to Wallace and breaks tackles again. He's going to out at the 30, the 25. Caught from behind, but was one play away, one tackler away from breaking another big run. Tackle made by Dayton Porter, but a huge gain down to the 22-yard line, 21-yard line by Wallace. He's going to come out. So now we have 2 sophomores in the backfield. Talbert at quarterback, Morgan Pickett at the tailback. Love to go back in history books to see when this has happened the last time. There goes Pickett up the middle. He's a tough runner too. Breaks it to the outside. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Touchdown, Mustangs! My goodness! 21-yard touchdown by Morgan Pickett. And the Mustangs are back in front. So I said I needed the water. Holy smokes. All right, Jed George. Cooper Quigg to hold. Kick is up and good by George. Takes the score to 28-21. PAT by George. Wow. Well, the best rushing team in the state is running all over the field on the ground. The best passing team in the state, they're doing it too. And a game that was relatively calm in the first half with a 14-7 lead for the Mustangs at halftime has broken wide open. We might get to that 40-point mark anyway. Both teams averaging well over 40 points a game.
5 plays, 1 big pass play, capped off by a 21-yard Morgan Pickett touchdown run. Jeff George has the PAT. We're only in the third quarter with 3:07 to go. 2018 Martin County High School.
I want to say this is the first time that Thunder Basin has been behind in a game. I mean, they've been behind tonight. But I don't know that they have trailed yet before this game. They answered the last score. Let's see if the Mustang defense can get a stop here. George with the squib kick up the middle again. Ball continues to roll to the left. Oh, the ball is still alive. It's going to be picked up. Oh, if the Mustangs recover, it is their ball. And they do. Oh, what a huge mistake by Thunder Basin. Morgan Pickett, who just scored the touchdown, hustled down and recovers the ball on the Thunder Basin 10. Oh, goodness. That is essentially the longest onside kick you'll ever see. Wow. Second turnover for Thunder Basin this half. That makes 5 now, total in the game. My goodness. So Mustangs with the ball. First and goal from the Thunder Basin 9. Talbert still in at quarterback. 5 seconds. 4. The handoff inside to Wallace. He's going to cut it up. 5, 2, 1, touchdown. I'm going to need a new pen. Wallace, 9 yards, touchdown. 4th touchdown of the night, 12th on the season. That offensive line for the Mustangs is rolling right now. There is nothing Thunder Basin can do to slow down the rushing attack. And only 8 seconds after they scored their last touchdown, the Mustangs score again with 2:59 left in the third quarter. George on for the PAT. Snap is good. Quigg with the hold, and it's blocked. The PAT blocked. And that is 34-21. My goodness. Just as a frame of reference here, the most points that Thunder Basin has given up this year is 13. That was to Sheridan 2 weeks ago in a game where Hamilton had to go 33 of 42 for 363 yards for the Bolts to win by 10, 23-13. Goodness. It is game on now. Like it hasn't been, to be honest with you. Goodness gracious. Well, you can believe that the Thunder Basin return crew is going to get the reminder that it's a live ball once it goes 10 yards. Great hustle play by Morgan Pickett to get that ball back. If you're just joining us, Thunder Basin is number 1 ranked team in 4A after starting the season 5-0. Their second season in 4A football. Impressive wins over Cheyenne East and Sheridan have gotten them here while putting up some unbelievable offensive numbers. Natrona lost their first game last week by 1 point to Cheyenne East. Come in ranked number 3, but number 1 and number 2 statistically and everything. So we still have a great game to go. Now, the return back on the left side is going to get all the way back out to the 30, but the ball is fumbled again. Now, it was returned by Dayton Porter, and the Bolts recover, but Porter's the one who let the ball just roll down to the 10 last time. Oh, goodness, that could have broke the game wide open for the Mustangs. Instead, the Bolts will start on their own 30. All right, rotating guys again up on that front line. See Tom Park out there, Yahav Schreiber, Josh Core, Trying to get pressure. Got Quigg and Stoner back here at the safety. Run up the middle. It goes nowhere. Nick Frimmel in. The junior playing a little defensive end. Park and Schreiber in on the tackle. So Stoner's rolling back to his safety position, it looks like. Jet George over the top as well. Brackenbaugh, Yetter, and Brandt at the linebacker. Hamilton back to throw. Getting pressure from Park. He's going to roll out to his right. Blocked back by the receiver, but a great tackle by Yetter, and Hamilton took a shot there. Now he's tough. He's good. There's no way he's coming out of this game. It's not his throwing arm that's hurt, but he got popped pretty good right there by Yetter. Goodness, that was quite a delivery of a blow there. So a gain of 8. Hamilton still trying to catch his breath. He's not even moving that left arm. He's in the pistol. 3rd and 1. Look for him to draw Natrona off sides here. I wonder if he can even clap. He can. Inside handoff. Oh, just gets over the 40-yard line for the first down. Leading running backs for the Bolts, Tyson Edwards. Riley Mitchell in. The senior gets the first down. 1:28 left in the third quarter. Quick snack by Hamilton. Rolls to his left. Wide open with the catches. Caden Carlson, and he's in for the touchdown. Wow. That was a broken coverage. Hamilton just rolled to his left. He could have ate a sandwich before he threw that ball. There was no one out there. Easy catch by Caden Carlson, and Hamilton with his 4th touchdown pass of the game. 1:15 left in the third. Snap is back. Oh, and it's blocked! The PAT is blocked! Jordan Bertinoli! I don't even know what's happening anymore. My goodness! So the lead remains our traditional football score of 7. Mustangs up 34-27. That is the 6th touchdown of the third quarter. Hope you guys didn't have late dinner plans. It's not going to happen. My goodness. PAT blocked again. 2nd PAT blocked in a row. Coach Bob Matson back from summer break. He forgot school started in August. He's back home doing the home announcing, just like he always does. We're excited for some partial scores, as he's known to give, announcing the 50-50 pot, which is usually slightly exaggerated. 59-yard pass to Carlson. This is one of those college games where you need the oxygen masks on the sidelines. Wow. Here's the real kicker. So 61 points combined. These are the 2 best defenses in 4A. Oh my goodness. The kick's going to be ruled offside by Thunder Basin. Natrona is the leading defense in 4A yardage-wise, only giving up 158 yards a game. Number 3 against the pass. They give up 9.8 points a game. 7 touchdowns total on the season. Thunder Basin is 2nd in 4A, only giving 4.8 points up a game and only 2 touchdowns all season. Wow. So Will Clare and Dante Wallace. The two juniors are deep. 5-yard loss on the penalty for Thunder Basin. Gauthier to kick it off again. Low liner is going to be caught by the up back again. See if we get another return like we did last time. Not quite, but still good yardage up to the 35-yard line. 32, Jared Flanagan on the return. $1:08 left in the third quarter. Mustangs with the ball yet again. Relatively quiet first half has turned into an absolute shootout. Wallace returns to the backfield for the Mustangs. Talbert takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself, runs up the middle, and there goes Talbert! Off to the 40, the 30, the 20. Goodness gracious. 35-yard line of the Mustangs, all the way down to the Basin 18. A 47-yard gain by the sophomore. First and 10, Mustangs inside the Bolt 20. The give is to Wallace. He'll take it up the middle. Gain of about 2 to the Basin 17. Jeez. 35 seconds in the third quarter and running. Fantastic run by Talbert. 2 receivers each side for Talbert. He's going to give it off, and there is nothing happening for Wallace. And he continues to go backwards, and a huge loss on second down. That's going to be a loss of 13. Now they're going to give him forward progress to the 28, but that was a big loss of at least 10. And that is going to end the third quarter. Whew. So with 12 minutes to go in the game, we're going to start the fourth quarter. The Mustangs put 20 points on the board in the second quarter. And so does Thunder Basin. 40 points in the third quarter. We're right back where we started. 7-point lead for the Mustangs. They are up 34-27. The ball is going to be placed at the 28-yard line. So it'll be third and long when we start the fourth quarter. Now the wind has died down. Temperature continues to drop. It's down to a balmy 37.
I tell you, big part of our success and spirit here at the Chilton County High School is due to the hard work of our cheer squad. I'd like to recognize these girls and their sponsors. They get here about 4 to 6 every morning. They're hard at work.
What a third quarter. My goodness.
Cheer squad for all the hard work and leadership you do in our school here at the Chilton County High School.
Hunter Brown split off down the near sideline. 3 receivers to the right of Talbert. Snap. Draw to Wallace. He's got all the room in the world to run. The 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown! But we have a flag on the play at the 35. Oh, goodness. That was a 28-yard touchdown run. Perfectly executed draw play. Much better timing on that than what we've seen in the last few weeks. And a hold it is. Oh, goodness. It'll still remain third down. They caught the Bolts right where they wanted them. The 28-yard touchdown by Wallace would have been his 5th of the night. Instead, Goes back to the 35-yard line. And boy, the second penalty of the half on the Mustangs is a big one. Back to third down. Talbert drops back. He's going over the middle. He's got Brown up, but overthrows him. But we've got a flag on the play down here on the near sideline. Wouldn't that be interesting if it was defensive holding? Now they might call a pick play, offensive pass interference on Burton Oley. We'll wait to see what the call is from the head official. Holding defense. It's still third down. Have to see where the ball is marked. So it's going to be a 10-yard penalty. Holy smokes. There's a first penalty at half on Thunder Basin. Now that gives Natrona new life. 3rd and 16 now from the Thunder Basin 25. Talbert drops back to pass. Pressure up the middle. He's got a little room to run. He's got to get outside, and he's tackled. Great play made by the defensive end, Caleb Driscoll. If he doesn't make the play there, Talbert has some room to run. Instead, it's a no gain. We'll see what Natrona wants to do. They attempted the long field goal last week. Came up just short. Looks like they're going for it. 20 seconds left on the play clock. And they're going to go ahead and just take a timeout. We'll make sure they get the right play. Fourth quarter. It's 4th and 17. Ball on the Thunder Basin 26-yard line. The Mustangs 4-1 on the season, looking to give the Thunder Basin Bolts their first loss of the season. Mustangs lead by 7, but they have a decision to make here, 4th and 17. Looks like Yav Shriver's moved to the center position. Discussion on the sideline by the offensive coaching staff. Big plays all over the field tonight. What a great game. Try and check some more scores here while we have a break. Just when it looked like Natrona was going to break this thing open, they had a fumble on the kickoff return. They were already up 13. Instead, Thunder Basin gets the ball and scores 2 plays later to make it a 7-point game. The Mustangs were driving, but they lose 11 yards on a run play. Knocks them back, and now it's going to be 4th down and 17, ball in the 26. 3 receivers bunched to the right. Talbert in the backfield. 4-man rush. Ball's going to go deep. Looks at Hunter Brown, and it is caught! Oh, they're saying incomplete! Oh, goodness, it looked like Hunter Brown went up and caught that ball. That was a great throw by Talbert and great effort by Brown. That's a tough catch to make. Goodness. Well, it looked like he came down with that ball. So the ball is going to be marked back at the 26. Hamilton got dinged on the last possession. He's back out there. And Thunder Basin with the ball yet again, trailing by 7. 11 minutes exactly to go in the 4th quarter. Mustangs up by 7. Hamilton drops back. A lot of time. He's going to get pressure off the side. He escapes it somehow, stays behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like he's trying to throw it again. Now he just rolls to his right. Throws over the middle, and it is dropped. Ball comes down incomplete. Jet George was there. Truth be told, looked like a little bit offensive pass interference, but I'm not down there. Warren Carr came back and made a great defensive play as a wide receiver Or that was a pick. Goodness, how did Hamilton get out of that? And he's out. No, he's back in, excuse me. Two receivers split each way. The inside handoff goes to Driscoll. He's going to gain about 3, but there hasn't been much going on the ground for the Bolts tonight. It's been all through the air, as it has been all year. 3rd and 7. Clock runs. Bolts with the ball. Hamilton gets the snap. Drops back. Quick pass out to the outside. And he's knocked out of bounds at the 34. So that's going to be well short of the first down. Now, Thunder Basin's punter, Jacoby Garcia, has had a great night. Officials timeout. I'm not sure what they're doing with the chains. They had to drop the chains on that play as a safety. That's what you're supposed to do when you're running the chain gang. You have to drop those sticks over there so the kids don't hit them. So they reset the chains. 3rd and 2. Garcia back to punt. He'll match his season high of punts with his 6th. Snap back. Garcia gets it, and it's off. Low lining kick. Dietz is near it, but he's going to let it roll. Smart decision. Ball goes down to the 21-yard line, where the Mustangs will take it and try to extend on their 7-point lead. 9:57 to go, 4th quarter. The number 3 Mustangs looking to upset number 1 ranked Thunder Basin, leading by 7. Quick score updates. Cheyenne East, number 2, defeated Laramie 31-14. Sheridan, number 4, they beat Cheyenne South 49-6. Rock Springs wins again, beating Campbell County. I think they've won 3 in a row now. And Central leads Kelly Walsh 17-10 in the 4th quarter. All right, Talbert back in at quarterback. Handoff up the middle to Wallace. He bounces off 1 tackle, bounces off 2, continues to go and gets out to about the 24-yard line. Gain of 3. Well, if you're the best rushing team in the state, this is where you want to prove it. It's wonderful to have the lead and a rushing attack. Talbert brings Will Clare in motion to the right. Inside, it's going to be run to Talbert, and he's got a lot of room. There he goes. The sophomore goes up to the 30-yard line. He's getting pushed, still getting up. Great effort there. It looks like they're going to mark the ball just short of the 32, which would be a first down. Boy, those big boys up front, they're protecting their quarterback. Ball's marked, and it is a first down. Talbert with the 7-yard gain and the first down. Talbert, 1st and 10. Hand off to Wallace. He's got a big hole up the middle again. Bounces it at the 40-yard line. Spins. Takes a big shot, but that's another first down run. Another 12. And you're starting to see the Thunder Basin players get up a little bit slower every time. They are a physical team. So is Natrona. Bit of a slugging match now. Talbert, 2 receivers to his left and to the right. Good snap again. Talbert gives it up to middle. There's Morgan Pickett. He dodges a tackler, bounces it out to the outside, and he's got a first down. Boy, it is a lot to stop. Great blocking up front again. Incredible effort up there. Cooper Claney at that right tackle position. Yahav Schreiber. Brendan Gustafson back in at center. 3-by-1 formation for Talbot. 1st and 10. Peckett with the hole again up the middle. He keeps his balance and has another 1st down. The offensive line for Natrona is absolutely manhandling the Thunder Basin Bolts. That is 3 runs in a row of over 10 yards. There's not much they can do. They're subbing guys out, trying to get some fresh legs in there. Looks like they're going to measure. This could help Thunder Basin catch their breath a little bit. Close to a 1st down. Down to 8:23 left in the 4th quarter. I have no idea what the stats are for this game right now, but they are going to be off the charts. Both teams are going to extend their foray lead in their respective offenses of choice. Thunder Basin has put all kinds of yards up in the air tonight, and Natrona is easily up near 300 yards rushing.
And that's where the Mustangs are, second red punt. Ball just inside the Thunder Basin 35.
Second down, clock runs again, 8:17 and going. Talbert gets the snap. Inside give to Pickett, and there's not much going there. A lot of pressure brought off the outside by Thunder Basin that time. The sub, Riley Mitchell, comes in and makes a big tackle. The first time that they've had a loss on this drive. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 for Natrona, just inside the Bolt 39. The Mustangs up by 7. Talbert fakes inside, ball goes upside, and Talbert's got the 1st down and more. He's down to the 30, the 27, and tackled, but not after he easily gains the 1st down. Boy, the sophomore having a great game coming in replace of Cade Stoner. Cade got dinged a little bit in that 2nd quarter. Wonder if he's okay. He's playing some defense. But the sophomores in the backfield again are moving the ball down the field for the Mustangs. Talbert and Pickett. 2 receivers to each side. Ball is going to be given up to Pickett. A huge hole up the middle. There's a flag on the play. It's another touchdown that's going to get called back. Boy, in football, and I don't care what level it is, you could call holding on every play. It just happens 2 times tonight. That play has been a touchdown for Natrona that's been called back. Oh, it's illegal hands to the face. Goodness. That is a first this season. 10-yard penalty, still 1st down. 7:06 to go, 4th quarter. Will Clare motion to the left. Ball snapped. Ball's given off to Pickett. Oh, it's Wallace, excuse me. And he's tackled after nearly a 10-yard gain, and there's a late penalty. And we'll see what they call it on. But if this is on Thunder Basin, that's going to move the Mustangs very close to a 1st down, if not an automatic. Another good run by Wallace. Face mask. Automatic. Now, is that a 1st down? The referee signaled 1st down, but it looks like 2nd. So 2nd down. 2 receivers to each side for Talbert. 2nd and 7. Snaps up. Pickett's got the ball. Oh, sorry, Wallace, and he's tripped up just a yard gain right at the 25-yard line. Mustangs are a block away from that being a huge play. Regardless, the clock continues to run. Down to 6:30 to go. A frenetic third quarter has slowed way down. The referee is going to take his own timeout. Now, I think they're going to talk about the face mask. It's going to be second down. Second down. So it should have been a first down. You don't get an automatic first down, like yardage-wise. But it's second down now. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 25 of Thunder Basin. They're going to bring pressure up the middle. Snaps high. Talbert pulls it, and there he goes up the middle. Big hit by number 80, Colton Randall. But Talbert gets up after another first down. The first down stops the clock for a moment, but now it starts again. 6 minutes left in the fourth. Natrona up 34-27. They've been up as much by 13, they've been up by 13. Been talking too much. 3 receivers to the right. Talbert. Wallace in the background. Gives it out to Wallace. There's no hold on that play. That is a touchdown Mustangs. The pancake by Smith and Gustafson creates a massive hole for Wallace. That is his 5th touchdown of the night. It's happened a couple times already, but now it's for real. And with 5:33 to go in the game, Natrona takes the lead again, extending it to 13. They've been up by 13 once before. Coach Bakula is a little hot on the sideline. Jet with the PAT attempt. Ball is up, and it is good. With 5:33 to go. The PAT by Jet George makes it 41-27. Now, in most games, you'd feel pretty good about that. Thunder Basin has scored a couple touchdowns in about 20 seconds tonight. So you know it's going to be air bolt for the remainder of the game. Goodness. What a fantastic game. That tight game against East last week might have been just what the Mustangs needed. They certainly know how to play in a tight game. They came up just a little bit short last week. They want to finish this one off this week. Wallace with his 5th touchdown on the night. And he had another one called back. Outstanding blocking up front by that offensive line all night.
Here's the latest weather report. It's with the wind chill 32 out there, and up here it's 72. Jet George will kick. Back deep to Thunder Basin 28, Jackson kicks off.
Jed George set to kick off for the 8th time this evening. The ball is going to go right and roll out of bounds again. Oh, goodness. You don't want them to set up a return, but you don't want to give them the ball in the 35 either. That's just tough. All right, so Natrona's been back in the cover 2 most of the night. That's 2 safeties over the top, trying to slow down this pass attack. They're going to rely on those front 4 to try to help get some pressure. He's good and he's tough. He's taken a couple shots tonight, but he's still in the game. Here we go. Rolling to his right. Hamilton's going to set up. He's going deep to Allen. Stoner over the top. Good coverage by Cade Stoner. Great coverage. He was right where he needed to be. Excellent coverage. Allen was open. The ball wasn't thrown as deep as he's thrown it earlier tonight. Thunder Basin crowd not too happy about that one. But good coverage over the top by Stoner. He ran right with him. Turn to look for the ball. That's what you teach the kids to do. Cost him 7 seconds. Hamilton with the snap. He's going to throw it to his right. He's being pursued from the backside. He's got a man over the top. Oh, just misses the outstretched arms of Emmanuel Diaz. Hamilton can move and throw. Not fun to try to account for him, and he's only a junior. So that brings up third down for the Bolts. Pakula offset to the right of Hamilton. Now he moves him over to his left. 3 receivers to his right. Third down, 2 safeties over the top. Hamilton back to pass. Pressured again by Smith. That ball is thrown out, and there's hardly anyone there. Good effort by Driscoll, but Hamilton just didn't have the time. Now, Thunder Basin has 3 timeouts left. There's 5:09 left in the game. They're on their own 35. Hamilton's asking to go for it. I don't think you can quite do that yet. So Jacoby Garcia, who's had a great night punting the ball, and maybe he won't punt the ball. Timeout taken by Thunder Basin. Their first of the half. They have 2 remaining. Trailing 41-27. 4th and 10 on their own 35. They've only used 24 seconds off the clock. But they've got to get a first down here. Be interesting to see if the Mustangs bring pressure or drop back and try and cover. Got to watch for the screen and the draw here. Big play coming up. Don't be surprised if you see a double move to Caleb Driscoll down here on the bottom or over the top to Allen. 4th down. Hamilton goes up top, turns, throws, a push-off by Allen. He turns and catches it one-handed on the sidelines. Oh, my goodness. Even if he did push off, we'll give him that one. That was an incredible catch. My goodness. Allen the leading receiver in 4A does it again. Hamilton throws it high on the 1st and 10. What a 4th down throw and catch for the Bolts. Ball's marked at the 41. 2nd down, 4:53 to go. Bolts are going to have to score twice to get caught back up. 3 receivers split left. Hamilton with Mitchell to his right. Don't be surprised if they go back to Allen again. Swing out to Mitchell. Good tackle by Hunter Brandt in the open field. That's important. It keeps the clock running. 4:40 mark. Excellent tackle by Hunter Brandt. Quigg and Dietz out at the corners. They've been running all night. Hamilton, 3 receivers to his left. He's going to drop back. Quick fake. He's going to overthrow his receiver who was open in the flat. Chase Brackenbaugh was there. Might not have gone much of anywhere, but it brings up another 4th down for the Bolts. 4:21, 4th quarter. They got to go back to Allen again, don't they? 4th down. Hamilton drops back. Screen over the middle, and it's going nowhere. Outstanding play by Wyatt Yetter. Getting the start at middle linebacker tonight. Sneaks right through the middle of that line. There were 5 guys to block, and they all missed Mr. Yetter. Outstanding individual effort by Wyatt. Comes down with a tackle well short of the 1st down. And that number 1 ranked rushing offense is going to take the field yet again with 4:15 to go. Mustangs looking to hand the Bolts their first loss of the season. Up by 14. Talbert gets the snap. He's going to hand it off to Pickett. A lot of pressure up the middle. Pickett goes down. He's going to lose about a yard. More importantly, the clock continues to run. The 4-minute mark. No gain. 2nd and 10. Ball on the Mustang 36. The Bolts still playing. Got a 5-2 look. Talbert waiting to see the back judge count. There he starts it. And there's the pull by Talbert. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to try to get outside. He's tackled after a loss of 2. Thunder Basin just daring the Mustangs to try to throw the ball. It won't happen. 3rd down, now approaching the 3-minute mark.
Mustang scrimmage from their 34-yard line.
3 receivers to the right for Talbert. 3rd down and 12. Bolts are going to bring edge pressure again. They blitz up the middle too. Draw play to Pickett. Cuts one time. Continues to run up to about the 39. It's going to be a gain of almost 5 yards. Not enough for the first, but it's going to cost Thunder Basin another timeout. Now the Bolts are definitely going to come for the block here. They're going to have to create a quick offensive opportunity. So the water break. Both teams. Some last-minute strategy. 2:37 to go. Natrona up by 14. I'd like to thank the NC administration for supporting this effort. Mrs. Harris providing some opportunities for our kids to work with some really great technology, provide this broadcast for you. Got the scoreboard down there on the left-hand side of your screen. Allows some second camera, hopefully for the next home game. Brian Honkin, our AD, helping out every day. And here we go. Snap. Good punt by Sorensen. It's going to be fielded at the 30-yard line by Thunder Basin. That's Dayton Porter. He's got a little room to the outside, but not enough. A 20-yard return for the Bolts puts the ball just on their side of the 50. They're going to mark him out at the 48-yard line. So 2:22 to go. Bolts ball. They have one timeout remaining, down 14. Hamilton in the backfield. He's got a running back to his right. He's going to roll to his right. The short pass isn't there. Pressure from the backside. He's going deep to Allen, and it is batted away, and pass interference is called. My goodness. He batted the ball away as it was coming down. I'm not sure how that would be considered pass interference. But unfortunately for Thunder Basin, their best receiver, Allen, is down. He was down earlier this evening. Outstanding receiver for Thunder Basin, Blaine Allen, the 6'3", 180-pounder. He's only a junior. He's been fantastic this evening. Huge play. He's got the Bolts on the board in the first quarter, and he's down in the end zone. And I believe they're going to call pass interference. It looked like a heck of a play from up here. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. It moves the ball to the Natrona 37. Caden Carlson takes Allen's place over there on the right-hand side. Hamilton with 2:10 to go. Swings it out to the side. Great tackle by Jacob Dietz. There he is again. There is no way that kid's 159 pounds. Goodness, that was a stick right there. Great tackle by Dietz. Came off his man and tackles him in bounds. 1:45 and still running. Thunder Basin trying to get set. Two receivers to each side. Allen's still out. Hamilton back to throw. Pressure goes over the middle. It's going to be caught at the 7-yard line and tackled at the 5 or 4. The catch made by Tanner Richards. And then a flag comes in at the end of the play. Goodness. And it looks like it's going to be on Thunder Basin. There have been some flags on really big plays tonight. .126 to go. Big pass play is going to move all the way back to the 20 on a personal foul against the Bolts. First down, but an unsportsmanlike conduct play flag on the Bolts. So that moves the ball back to the 20, just inside the 20 of Natrona. Allen's still not back for the Bolts. He might be done for the evening. Hamilton. Back offset to his left. There's going to be a stoppage in play. Discussion again by the officials. In games like this, you might want to make sure you get it right. Might be discussing where the spot of the ball is. All right, back at it now. Thunder Basin just inside the Natrona 20, trailing by 14. Hamilton back to throw. Looks to his right. Over the middle. He's got a man, and it's dropped. Hamilton took another hit. This time he gets hit by Nick Frimmel. Again, Mustangs rotating 8 guys in on that defensive line. Hamilton's taking a beating back there. Richards was open. Looked like he would have caught it. But the drop brings up 2nd and 10. Minute 10 to go. Mustangs looking to knock off number 1, Thunder Basin. Three receivers to his left. Hamilton looks to his left. He fires. He's going end zone. He's got a man just overthrown. Richards was there. He was open, but he just overthrew him by a step. Third down. 10 to go. Boy, after an absolutely wild third quarter, we only have 1 touchdown here in this fourth quarter. Slowed way down. The defenses are back at it. All right, here's Hamilton. 3rd and 10 from the 20. Pressured, going to go out to his right. A hold, but it doesn't matter. Hamilton goes down. Bertinoli with the sack at the 30. Now there's a flag on the play. They're going to take the result. There's clearly a hold. Actually, you can't call it a hold. It was just an open field tackle by the left tackle for the Bolts. The holding penalty on the Bolts is going to be declined. It'll bring up 4th down. The result of the play moves the ball all the way back to the 30. The clock will run. It should run. It does not. 54 seconds to go. 4th and 20. Hamilton trying to save the perfect season for the Bolts. He drops back, throws it over the middle. It's going to be caught, and it's going to be a 1st down. What a catch by Richards. 46 seconds left. Great throw again by Hamilton. Well, he's a gunslinger, no doubt about that. Quick subs for the Bolts. Clock runs. 45 seconds. 44. Hamilton drops back. He's got a guy open in the flat, and he's going to hit him. Touchdown, Bolts. Riley Mitchell. His 2nd touchdown catch of the night. And with 38.8 seconds to go, Thunder Basin cuts the lead to 8. Gauthier with the kick. It's nearly blocked again, but it is up and through the uprights, cutting the lead to 7. 38.8 to go. Mustangs up 7. You know the onside kick is coming. 75 points on the board tonight. My goodness. Approaching 10 o'clock this evening. What a game it has been.
In 1 minute 44 seconds, there were 3 penalties, 2 passes, and 3 runs. How about that? 20-yard touchdown pass.
Just updating the scores for this evening. Cheyenne Central defeats Kelly Walsh in Cheyenne. That score 17 to 10. So the hands team is out for the Mustangs. Bertinoli, Quigg, Brandt, True, Pickett, Dietz, up in that front line. All you have to do is lay on it, and it is game over. Well, and that would have been offsides anyway. Timeout by the Mustangs. So now it's going to be one timeout left for Natrona. Each team has one. No time comes off the clock. Thunder Basin was probably actually offside on that. The last game to be completed in 4A tonight has absolutely been the game of the night. 7-point lead for Natrona. 38 seconds to go. Thunder Basin just scored and will attempt the onside kick. Jet George, Will Clare, Jared Flanagan, Dante Wallace deep, but he's not going to get it. Gothier with the kick. And the onside kick is a pooch kick and right to Burtnell. The best receiver for the Mustangs statistically catches maybe his biggest ball of the season. And Natrona will take over on their own 45 with 37 seconds remaining. Thunder Basin has one timeout left. Talbert, who came in for Stoner early in the third quarter, under the center. He'll take the snap and kneel on it. And there's a timeout by the Bolts, their last timeout. But what a great game by Talbert coming in. Leading the Mustangs on 1, 2, 3, 4 scoring drives. Some huge passes. The huge pass to Hunter Brown to move the Mustangs into scoring territory. That ended up being the score that's put the Mustangs up for good. And one more kneel down, and it will be game over from Casper. What a ball game tonight. Talbert back under center. Gets the snap, takes a knee. And if they take their time setting the ball, it is the ball game. So after suffering a 1-point defeat late last week against Cheyenne East to get their first loss of the season, they come back and get a big homecoming win to give Thunder Basin their first loss of the season, creating a logjam atop the 4A ranks. 3 teams now are 5-1. They've all beaten each other. What a game. We'll do a quick scoring recap, and then we'll get you guys off to the homecoming dance. Great game by Coach Pakula and his staff. Thunder Basin, they are the real deal, folks. But your Mustangs come away with the victory tonight. Thunder Basin started the scoring in the first quarter. A one-play drive. Hamilton, who threw it all over the field tonight, made a touchdown pass of 19 yards to Blaine Allen. And right out of the gate, Thunder Basin took a 7-0 lead with the extra point being good by Gauthier. The Mustangs answer in the second quarter with 2 touchdowns by Dante Wallace, both of 13 yards. The first PAT was missed wide left, but the second touchdown was followed by a 2-point conversion by Cade Stoner, and the Mustangs go into halftime leading 14-7. Let me catch my breath because we got the third quarter coming up. 6 touchdowns scored in the third frame. The first one by Thunder Basin. One play, a 3-yard run by Hamilton after the fumble on the 3-yard line by Natrona. The following PAT by Gauthier tied it up at 14. Dante Wallace. 3 plays, an 18-yard run, finishes it off with 6:39 to go in the third quarter, and Natrona takes the lead 21-14 after the PAT by George. Hamilton comes back, throws an 11-yard strike to Mr. Mitchell. Goodness, I can't even find his name. Riley, there he is. The senior receiver catches the ball. PAT is good again by Gauthier, and it's 21-all. Morgan Pickett subbing in for Dante Wallace. Scores at 3:07 left in the third quarter. A 21-yard scamper that puts the Mustangs up 28-21. PAT good by Jet George. 8 seconds later, after the Thunder Basin return man let the ball hit and roll as if it was a punt, the live ball is recovered by Morgan Pickett. And the next play, Dante Wallace takes it in at 2:59, and the Mustangs go up 34-21. The PAT was blocked. But the Bolts come right back. Hamilton with a 59-yard pass to a wide open Caden Carlson with 1:15 to go in the third quarter, made it a 7-point game again after their PAT was blocked. Dante Wallace with his 5th touchdown on the night with 5:33 to go in the fourth quarter pushed the lead up to 41-27. The PA good was by Jet George. And with 38 seconds remaining, Hamilton hit Mitchell again for a touchdown. Hamilton's 5th touchdown of the evening. The PAT was good by Gauthier, but the onside kick is recovered by Jordan Bertinoli, and the Mustangs knock off the previously undefeated Thunder Basin Bolts with a score of 41-34. It is 10:05 in the p.m. It is 37 degrees, and the Mustangs are feeling pretty warm right now. Great crowd tonight for homecoming. The dance is going to start here in a little bit. Congrats to Steve Harshman and his boys. They came back from a tough loss last week and knock off the number 1 ranked Thunder Basin Bolts 41-34. I'd like to thank Lance Madzi and his crew for all the great work they've done all week getting this thing together. They certainly work hard all day. They put on an NCTV show on every Friday afternoon and then come out here and get this thing set up after school. Great kids doing great work. We'd like to thank Ms. Harris and her administrative staff. Brian Honkin, the AD, has been supportive in getting this effort going. We appreciate the over 200 viewers we had tonight. That was fantastic. We hope to continue to grow that and expand our coverage of Mustang football. And next week, I don't need to tell you, it's Oil Bowl week. And you know, for these Mustangs, this victory was sweet tonight, but in about 10 minutes, it's Oil Bowl week. And everybody's looking forward to that. That game will be across town next week. We'll see what we can do to bring that to you. But in the meantime, enjoy a great win by your Natrona County Mustangs tonight. Once again, the final, NC 41, Thunder Basin 34. We'll see you next week. Thank you, everybody.